Lynchburg Police Department is proud to announce a partnership with RaidsOnline. RaidsOnline, which stands for Regional Analysis and Information Data Sharing, is a website dedicated to the dispersal of crime analysis and information from law enforcement agencies to the public. Anyone from the general public can now access crime statistics, trends, and hotspots throughout the city of Lynchburg by means of RaidsOnline. RaidsOnline displays crime types, indicates locations, as well as the time a crime was committed in the city of Lynchburg. Residents will be able to search for specific types of crimes as well as filter the spectrum of their search. Furthermore, RaidsOnline is free to the public. The Lynchburg Police Department believes a successful partnership between the police and the residents they serve is improved for education, transparency, and an open line of communication, which is facilitated through RaidsOnline. Now to start using a web browser, type in www.raidsonline.com. Once you're on the site, you'll be asked to accept a disclaimer. Once you do that, you'll be right here on the home page. Okay, so we can see here there's a map, and on the map there's a few tabs. There's Map, Data Grid, Analytics, and Metadata. We're going to go through those, but first let's start with the map and the options we have here on the menu screen. The first one we have is Search Address. Here we can type in a specific address or a city, and the map will take us there. For now, I chose Lynchburg, Virginia. Once we have chosen a city, we can put a buffer on it. So let's say I turn the buffer on and I only want to see 1 mile. The buffer will go around that area. With the zoom in and zoom out tools, I can zoom into that buffer and I can zoom out. Right now I'm going to shut the buffer off. Next we go to Date Range. On Date Range, we can look at a specific time of week or month and see what the crime is at that point. So I can click here and say yesterday, or I can go back to last month. I can also type in the exact time I want, and I can view with a slider. So it gives me from June 1st to June 30th. Well, when I move the slider, it gives me those days exactly and the changes on the map. Next, we're going to use the Event tab. The Event tab tells us where the crimes are. So they're all color-coded, and we can click what specific crimes we want. So we're going, and anything is here, but let's put in DUIs. See, now the map will show us not just the crimes that we've already chosen, but also DUIs. So how do we tell the difference? Well, there's a few ways. One, we can just click on a circle, and it will give us the information on when it happened. Or we can zoom in on the map, and we get little icons showing those things. So here we go again with another DUI right over here. All right. The next option on the map is the Offenders tab. Here we can see any of the sexual or known offenders in the area just by clicking on this. At this time, Lynchburg does not have this option available, so we will not see any offenders. However, if this was available, we could see purple dots of people known, click on them and see their information. Next is the Analytics layer. On the Analytics layer, we can see a density map over the map of Lynchburg by just clicking on it. Right now it's calculating, and there we go. It gives us a density map of where the crime is in that area. The darker blue areas are where there's less crime, and the hotter areas, like over here, shows where most crime is happening in the area. Next, we're going to go to the Agencies layer, where I can highlight different agencies in the city, such as school districts and neighborhoods. Finally, we have About RaidsOnline. This gives us just information on where does RaidsOnline gets information from, how the map comes to be, and all those other things. Now that we understand this tab, we're going to get off the map and go to Data Grid. As you can see, we have a list of all the crimes. These were the crimes that we saw on the map here. They're just transferred over into a list. Here we can organize the list from incident number to crime, time of date, location, address, agency, accuracy, and even the class of what type of crime that was. There's also the Offenders tab. Again, since we don't have this one up yet, there's not much here yet. But if there was, we can see their photo, their address, what was their crime, their name, and so forth. The next tab we're going to go to is the Analytics tab. Here we get a chart of all the stuff we just saw in the previous map. We have crime class, crime type by day of week, crime class timeline day, and day of week of hour. Finally, we have the metadata, which is information about where we received all this data. It gives us a link to the Lynchburg Police Department, showing us how many records were uploaded to the site. One way to stay aware of crime in your area is the crime alerts. You can sign up for crime alerts on this website. Here, all you need to do is give your name, last name, email, and address. You don't have to put your home address. You can put a school or a workplace. By giving your address, you're letting RaidsOnline know where you want to know where the crime is happening. So let's say you want to put in your child's school. Well, then they will email you on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis on certain crimes you want to know that's around that area, and exactly what time you want to receive this report. RaidsOnline also has a phone app to check out the crime in your area no matter where you are. If you have any questions about using RaidsOnline, you can contact support at BreierAnalytics.com. Thank you for watching and have a safe day.